Hello, and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Season 1, Episode 18. Yes, we are pretty close to the first season ending, to the final episode of the first season. Some of you have recommended me to really watch the episode 20, and it's pretty good, which is obviously something I'm always looking forward to. And don't worry, yes, I understand the hype, I understand everything like that, but I will always try to judge an episode of based on what it really is. Yes, perhaps I'm going to change my mind in the future, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to make something else, but so far I'm judging episode per episode. So yeah, don't worry, even if you hype it up, I always try to have that objective look about said episode. Yes, I feel excited when I'm close to said episode, but still I try to be very objective. Anyway, yes, we're so close to the last episode of the season. We are just missing this one, the episode 19, and obviously episode 20. Correct me if I'm wrong, because those are the files I have of the first season. But anyway, yes, it's very exciting because we got a lot of character growth, we got a lot of character development, and again, not just from one side, but from the bad side and the good side. And I love how the series has been hyping up the villain, the main villain, the Fire Lord, because we still, so far, and I'm speaking about the length until we have reached, until this episode, we don't know much about the Fire Lord. Yes, I know that you are fans and you watched this when it was out in the air, but I didn't, so I have not much information about the Fire Lord, and I wanted to keep it like that. Please, no spoilers. But anyway, yes, I think I'm starting to ramble way too much before the episode, so yeah, the only thing I want to remind you is that if you are not subscribed, please consider a subscription, and if you enjoy the content of the channel, and obviously turn on notifications so you can get up to date with the content of the same channel. If you enjoy the video, please give me a like, and obviously leave a comment so I know what you think about the episode and what you think about my reaction / commentary. But anyway, yes, let's just cut all of this and just watch the episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time, and yeah, more than 2 times this episode. This one, not for the amount of information, which was a lot, but more for the fight that we saw at the end. Well, kind of in the middle, at the second half of the episode. Very fascinating, and I love the way that the northern tribe looks if we compare it to the southern tribe. I don't know if we just watch a very small village in the southern hemisphere, and we are seeing the main city of the northern tribe, but obviously you can see the huge amount of difference. This place is completely fortified. It's just the huge wall of ice. The amount of energy that must take to control that and to obviously just maintain that. Yeah, obviously the frozen place helps a lot, but still the thickness of the ice, it's incredible. And I love, once again, I love the different designs that we saw, from the Earth Kingdom to the Fire Nation, and obviously to the Water Tribe. I love the different design, and how it is just connected to the bending that they possess, the water, the fire, and obviously the earth. And well, again, the wind or the air bending is kind of different, because yeah, you cannot create a building with wind, or at least a solid structure with wind is different. But yes, it is fascinating to see the different points that we are seeing here. Now, before entering in full action into the episode, I want to speak about the opening. When we start to hear the description of the water, earth, fire, and air, I think that is the order. We're seeing there different people bending their own element: water, fire, earth, and air. And I never noticed that, or at least I didn't pay attention enough to notice that. But in the second viewing, I kind of noticed who is the one who is bending the water. Is the master that we saw in this episode, the water master that we saw on the episode. And I tried to get a little bit more of information, and the only one I got is a very muscular guy from the Earth. From the Earth Kingdom, and I don't know, perhaps that is going to be the next master for Aang. And then of course we have the fire, somebody very thin and very brief, which again perhaps is another one from the Fire Nation that is going to teach him another I don't know, throwaway, or somebody like Prince Zuko that just threw him away or just changed his mind against the Fire Nation. Of course, we saw, I think it was Aang, the one making the air bending. So yeah, perhaps we got a glimpse, or at least I got a glimpse of the next Masters of Aang. But now, entering into the full episode, obviously, now just skipping all of that, and we got, obviously, main two portions for the episode. I'm going to focus on that, on one, and then I'm going to focus on the next one, so I don't want to mix everybody together. In the water side, yeah, it sounds weird. In the water side, we got, obviously, they entering the kingdom and learning their traditions. Obviously, the main point of this one for Katara is that no girls should be bent water, at least not to fight. They should learn how to cure, and that's it. And yes, obviously Katara wants to participate in a fight, wants to defend herself, and it's denied that thanks to this kind of backwards tradition of this northern tribe. But obviously this... again, the two Water Tribe members that we know and love, in this case Sokka and Katara, are kind of the main protagonists of this one. Once more, Aang kind of takes a back step and he's just going with the ride. Yes, he needs to learn how to control water, and he's been taught how to control water, but again, the main problem with this side of the story is Katara. Or at least I think it's Katara, and in a perhaps lesser degree, Sokka. So, with Katara's side, again, I cannot speak about this without speaking the amazing fight that we saw of the bendings, the water benders. Yes, obviously, we got somebody who has a lot of experience, a master, a true master, and we got somebody who is, I believe, have a lot of power, a lot of raw power, but not the ability or not the experience to really portray all the power that she has, all the amazing abilities that she could have. She needs to learn something. She needs to learn the basic so she can be as amazing as I think she's going to be. Because we saw in different scenes just how amazingly powerful she is. And this is something that we haven't seen from the beginning. Because yes, in the beginning, thanks to her fury, thanks to her anger, she kind of break the ice and managed to, discover the Avatar, to discover Aang. But now we saw that when she's furious against this ridiculous tradition of only women are able to bend water for fighting, obviously. We saw that raw power, and once we saw the fight, yes, obviously we saw the experience of the Water Master overwhelming Katara. But for Katara being able to hold that much against a master, we're speaking of levels of power of, amazing, huge power, which is something I'm always looking forward to see, just how powerful Katara could be. This has a lot of potential. And yes, even in the end, the master changed his mind. But I'm more inclined to say that it's not just for the power of Katara, because yes, that is a factor, or at least I think that is a factor. But actually because she is the granddaughter of his love. Yes, we learned that actually the necklace that Katara has is an engagement. I was going to say engagement ring, but no, it's actually an engagement necklace. I guess this is just a tradition for the northern tribes because, yeah, Katara doesn't know anything about that. But anyway, I think it's partially those points that, okay, she is the granddaughter of the love of my life. I don't know what is he thinking, perhaps to redeem himself, just to show the love that he still has for her, for Grand. Or perhaps it's something else, I don't know. But he in the end allow her to learn how to bend, or teach her how to bend. Again, Aang, as I said before, kind of takes a step back in the protagonism of this episode. Now we go to the other part with Sokka. Sokka is a minor part, but obviously I think it's important, because at the beginning I thought the girl was just important because we're going to see the outward attempts of flirting by Sokka. But no, she's more important than that. She's a princess and now she is engaged to somebody. And obviously that is the point, that is the romance that we're getting, that Sokka is kind of liking this girl is liking Sokka, which is amazing. Sokka is a heartbreaker. We saw that in the village of the previous Avatar. I don't recall the name of the village or the name of the Avatar, but you know, the girl with the white makeup, and yeah, one of them, she was kind of close to Sokka. We saw that, and then we saw these two beautiful women falling for Sokka, or at least kind of falling for Sokka, having feelings for Sokka. I think that is more accurate. But yeah, Sokka is a heartbreaker, but obviously we need more drama, and I love how the show is kind of telling us something else with the runaway from Grand. And this girl that both are kind of engaged, or were kind of engaged, but one of them is just taking the courage to go away because she does not want to be constricted into the stupid traditions of this Northern Water tribe. So yeah, perhaps it's something there, and we're going to see a parallel of that. That's what I'm thinking, of course. It's obviously a minor point if we compare it to what we saw from Katara, but at least I think that is important to see, because as you know, I love those small details in the background. Now that we cover the water side of the episode, I'm going to concentrate on the fire side of the episode. Yes, obviously, Admiral Zhao is going full force against the water tribe because he needs to capture the Avatar. This is the top priority for the Fire Nation and the Fire Lord, because he knows that he is the only being that could challenge him. Now we saw that, now we know that, but obviously there are a lot more subplots here, because he needs a lot of men, and he needs to get rid of Prince Zuko. And he get rid of him because he took away all his men, all his loyal men, and he tried to take away the uncle. I do not recall here if he was planning to kill him before he figured it out that he is the blue ghost, or after. Because yeah, I guess the Admiral is smart enough to figure it out that actually Zuko, Prince Zuko, is the blue ghost that took away the Avatar when they already got it. So yes, I don't know if he decided to kill Prince Zuko before or after. I do not recall. But anyway, yes, we saw obviously how ruthless the Admiral can be. He feels no remorse into killing a teenager, because yes, he's basically a teenager. Now that I check my notes, yes, I kind of was trying to read that in the in the sea of notes that I have here. Actually, he decided to kill him, or at least from what I can see from the show, he decided to kill him after he figured it out that he is the blue ghost, or the blue spirit. So yeah, it is still pretty ruthless. That is the justice that he wanted, because he took away his prize, the Avatar. And yes, it's done thanks to the explosion. And I don't know how Prince Zuko survived, if he just bent the fire and was able to cover himself from the blunt of the damage, or he just jumped away. I guess it was a combination of both, because no, I think it was actually screw it. I think it was thanks to his bending abilities, so he could survive, or he survived. And obviously the uncle find him later on, he found him alive, and they start to cook up a plan to get the Avatar before the Admiral. And I love this part of the uncle, that he's loyal to his nephew. He wants him to succeed. He wants him to return to a kind of normal life in the Fire Nation. I love this side of Uncle Iroh. I love it. I genuinely do love it. But obviously, all the plan is very convoluted. It's very, very, very dangerous for all of them, because I guess Uncle Iroh could be charged with treason too, and yeah, they are not going to be so forgiving of Prince Zuko now. I hope the plan kind of succeed, and I mean kind of, because I don't want them to capture the Avatar, but I hope they help indirectly, or perhaps even directly, because I like both characters, the escape of the Avatar, and yeah, they help the Avatar in the end, indirectly or directly, even better, because again, I like Uncle Iroh and I like Prince Zuko. I've been liking Prince Zuko more and more through all the series, and I don't want them to be villains because I want to like them even more. So yes, a great episode, and of course it ends. What I think is going to be the climax of the first season, the invasion of the Fire Nation in this water tribe. We saw a huge amount of ships going just north to capture the Avatar, and that is the end of the episode. I guess these 3 episodes are going to be directly connected, and I cannot wait for the next one. I really cannot wait for the next 2 episodes. But anyway, I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, let me remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription, and obviously turn on notifications so you can get up to date with the videos that I publish. And if you enjoy the video, give me a like, and obviously leave a comment so I know what you like about the episode, what you don't like about the episode, what you like about the reaction / commentary, and what you don't like about those. Anyway, yes, I really think that's it. Thank you for your attention, and see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks, and see you on the next one.